The market's clearly focusing on this sales outlook. What were the factors behind that, around that pressure on sales growth?
Well, if you look at our Q2 results, we beat the guidance on both revenue and sort of came to the midpoint on the earnings. I think when we look into the future, when you look at Q3, one of the good things that's happening is that we are starting to see our growth and our rhythm and cadence be more like 2019, which is pre-COVID, which is a healthy thing for Poshmark, because as people are going out, participating in events, going to weddings, going back to school, it's a great thing because you need fashion, you need to rotate your closet, and people are going back to the closet and then rotating it. So that's a good thing, but we are being cautious. I mean, it's early. We're sort of want to observe it for a few months, and that's reflected in our guidance.
Manish, remind us how Poshmark works. Essentially, you're pairing sellers of secondhand goods with buyers of secondhand goods, right? But talk to me a little bit about the profile of user on the platform, the types of folks that are buying goods there.
Yeah, Poshmark is unique in the sense that we allow you to turn your closet into a shop. So it really appeals to millions of people out there who have a closet. I think almost everyone has a closet, has some excess stuff to sell. So we really make it very easy to take their closet and start selling it. We provide everything built into the platform is shipping, payment processing, etc. And the beautiful thing is the item goes straight from the seller to the buyer. So we hold no inventory. And that allows us to have an extremely dynamic assortment, which has been a strong point, particularly in this changing sense of fashion going into the pandemic, coming out of it, going into from active wear to work wear to back to school wear. And then on the flip side, we have people who are shopping these closets, both for getting values and bargains, but also getting access to wide assortment. Everything you want, we believe, is in somebody's closet. So we put them all together. And that's Poshmark.
Manish, I want to get into the psychology of the consumer, but what kind of lens do you get into the health of the consumer? Are there users shopping on your platform because they're feeling the pain of inflation, so they're looking to the secondhand goods market rather than buying off the high street, new products? What are the kind of macro characteristics that you're seeing in your users?
First thing is consumers are looking for value. Consumers are always looking for value, but in these inflationary times, they're especially looking for value. Number two is consumers' preference and tastes are changing. And a lot of times traditional retail is not able to keep up. And what you're seeing with a lot of first supply chain famine and now sort of retail store glut is this mismatch of consumer supply and demand. And what we see with Poshmark is this ability to dynamically match from the closets, from people, this supply and demand. So that's the second thing is people are looking for latest trendy things and that trends are changing. But the flip side of Poshmark is that consumers can also make money. And as people are sort of looking for extra sources of income, Poshmark can provide that as well.
Talk to me about Poshmark parties. What is a Poshmark party?
So two things. We have virtual parties that are happening online where people are selling together. We'll have a theme and thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people will come together. In fact, our evening parties are so big that I've seen parties in the last few weeks that have hit 10 million items being listed in a single party from across the country. So they are really a group selling event where people are coming, buying and selling together. And then we take them physical. So we hosted a party in LA a couple of weeks back, and next week we have one in New York City. And there we have hundreds of sellers who come together, they connect with each other, they help each other, they learn from each other, get inspired. And we also have new sellers coming in where we help them activate their closets. And people who've just joined Poshmark can learn. There's something called closet consultation. They can see how to run their online business faster. So they become sort of a small manifestation of these virtual events.
Our Bloomberg intelligence analyst, Poonam Goyal, is also excited about Poshmark's potential for growth outside of North America, international markets. Could you update us on the plans there?
Yeah, our Canadian business just hit 4 million users. We sort of celebrated 3-year mark and has more than $1 billion of inventory listed. So that market is coming along. And we launched in Australia and India during the pandemic. And as we are coming out of it, we are seeing the engagement and physical events starting to build the communities there. So we believe the paradigm of really finding the future of fashion inside your closet is well alive, not just in US and Canada, but other countries as well.